been to a lot of great restaurants through the years, and while many are now part of local history, their flavor and recipes live on. So join us now for a tasty blast from the past on a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind. Right now on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.
It's so Louisville. Every picture.
It's a Louisville institution for good eats in the heart of the Highlands.
Every night it's like hosting a party.
We're kicking up our heels at Jack Fry's, where the party's been on for more than 75 years.
Jack Fry started the restaurant in 1933.
Today, this Best of Louisville restaurant continues to serve up some of the finest food in Kentuckiana with signature dishes like this that they just can't take off the menu.
We would probably have a face worth in death if we took them off.
Right now, only on Secrets of Louisville Chefs, get the secret to making Jack Fry's famous lamb chops at home.
We want to showcase this because we're very proud of this.
Also on the menu tonight, stuffed dates that definitely do Kentucky proud.
It was one of my better dates in my lifetime.
Plus, pan-seared sea bass with lobster sauce.
It's amazing taste. Seared on the outside, which makes it just perfect, so it's great.
Come into our kitchen at Jack Fry's restaurant and I'll show you some of my secrets.
Secrets of Louisville Chefs at Jack Fry's starts right now. Hello and welcome to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett along with Cheryl Case, and this time we're dining at one of Louisville's most treasured restaurants.
This is Jack Fry's, a mainstay on Bardstown Road for 77 years and still counting. When Jack Fry and his wife Flossie opened this tavern in the Highlands in 1933, Prohibition had just ended and Franklin Roosevelt was president. Known as a gentleman bootlegger, Jack Fry was infamous for his love of all things Louisville.
It all started with the original photographs from the restaurant with Jack Fry and his wife Flossie.
Stephanie Meeks started working at Jack Fry's 15 years ago as a hostess. Today, she's at the helm, and like the owners before her, she's proud to preserve Jack Fry's history, but she's also making a mark of her own.
We have a lot of customers that we've added to the walls. A lot of win photos throughout, and just a little bit of everything.
To call this place nostalgic is an understatement. Jack Fry's famous burger with caramelized onions still graces the menu, but this legendary eatery is equally current.
I think they come here because the food is amazing and it's consistently amazing.
And that's thanks largely due to Shawn Ward. He has the title of executive chef today, but like his boss, his roots at Jack Fry's are neatly woven into the ground floor.
Actually, I washed dishes here when I was 16.
Ward went to culinary school in Charleston, South Carolina. He worked there too, but eventually this Highlands boy returned home.
Ended up right back where I started.
The move has served him well. Jack Fry's has been showered with many honors, a total of 13 Best of Louisville awards and the coveted Best of the Midwest. Chef Ward says the secret to the restaurant's success is in its Kentucky proud ingredients.
We are very fortunate to have numerous amount of farmers and suppliers that are local and who do an outstanding job day after day, 365 days a year. We've got farmers that we've dealt with for 15 years that we see every summer, and they are so proud of their product that it makes it a lot easier.
And the local ingredients aren't just limited to the produce. A key ingredient in our first course is the Capriole goat cheese, made just across the river.
We're very fortunate to have a local product, Capriola Farms goat cheese, which is outstanding. Totally recommend if you do not have it to definitely find it and research it, because it's an incredible product and it does make these dates.
These are medjool dates, which are very juicy. Their large pits have been removed, and now Chef Ward is going to stuff them.
We're going to start off by adding chorizo, and this is going to be about a 50-50 mixture here. And this chorizo has already been cooked with all the fat rendered out. We're going to add our goat cheese.
Just smash the goat cheese and chorizo together.
The best way to do this is just with your hands. Just kind of form a paste. Does not have to be any particular way, just as long as you get it incorporated. And then we're going to take our date and take a small pinch of the goat cheese and chorizo mixture and put it in the center. And here what I have is just regular bacon, and I'm going to wrap the date stuffed with chorizo and goat cheese with the bacon. And insert a toothpick to hold it together. What we're going to do is we're going to throw those into a 450-degree preheated oven.
The dates will take about 8 minutes, just enough time to heat the cheese and sausage and crisp the bacon.
Now, while that's working, we're going to make our sauce, which is going to be an apple smoked bacon tomato sauce. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a pan, about medium heat, and we're going to add apple smoked bacon.
Apple smoked bacon doesn't render a lot of fat, so to get the bacon started, you need to add some oil and butter.
Next in the pot, mirepoix, which is a mixture of celery, carrots, and onions.
We're also going to add a mixture of parsley stems, bay leaves, black peppercorns, and thyme. The stems actually have a whole lot of flavor, and actually the purpose of our herb mixture is to enhance the flavor of the bacon and tomato. It's a pretty classical French ingredient that it will not change the flavor, but it will just enhance.
To balance the savory flavor of this dish, the chef adds a little brown sugar.
And a little bit of tomato paste. We're going to add our herbs now.
And then a little smoked paprika.
It's kind of common to find now, but it's definitely worth the price. And it goes really, really well with fish and meats. And I had just a touch of cayenne. I'm not a really big spicy person, but I do like a little bit. So, adjust the heat to your preference. I have some tomato juice. And some concassé tomatoes. A concassé tomato is a tomato that has been skinned, seeded, and diced.
If you're short on time, you can use a premium quality peeled and diced canned tomato.
Okay, we're going to add a little bit of kosher salt and pepper.
Let the sauce simmer for about 45 minutes. Once the flavors have developed, Chef Ward strains the sauce so that it comes out smooth, like this.
Put our sauce in the center of the bowl.
Then pile the dates on top of the sauce, and be sure to remember to remove the toothpick.
Don't want a date with a toothpick in the middle. And a little frisee.
And there you have it, dates stuffed with chorizo and goat cheese with a smoky bacon tomato sauce. Now I know what they mean by both savory and sweet. This is good.
This is like having dessert first, kind of like the French. I think I'm going to save a few bites for a little bit later.
Yeah, well, that's assuming there's going to be something left later.
Easy, Kevin. I'm going to save room for some of this.
And we're going to place our sea bass in the pan.
Next, it's pan-seared sea bass with a lobster sauce that is out of this world.
Oh my gosh, it's delicious. It just melts in your mouth.
The secret is in the sauce, and it's all yours when the Secrets of Louisville Chefs comes right back.
And later,
this demi I've got on the stove has actually been simmering for about 18 hours.
Patience is the key for creating the best lamb chops in the River City. And when you learn the secrets, you'll be able to make them at home.
You're watching Secrets of Louisville Chefs behind the scenes at Jack Fry's. Hello and welcome back to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett along with Cheryl Case at one of my favorite restaurants here in the River City. What's not to love about Jack Fry's, Cheryl?
You are so right, Kevin. This restaurant has evolved over the years from a greasy spoon to one of Louisville's finest restaurants. At the same time, Jack Fry's remains casual, so whether you're out for cocktails or a romantic dinner, this is the place to be.
Every night it's like hosting a party, and every night is different, and we have had the experience to meet so many amazing people within Louisville and the United States, and a lot of celebrities have come in, and it's a lot of fun here.
15 years ago, Stephanie Meeks manned the hostess desk at Jack Fry's. Now she owns the place. She says the crammed but cozy atmosphere is part of the allure that keeps guests coming back.
It can get sort of loud in here, but I think that's what people love, and it's very intimate and cozy, yes.
There are only 20 tables for seating, but if you prefer, you can mosey up to the bar, a neighborhood favorite where martinis are whipped up in mere seconds.
There's a sameness about Jack Fry's. The same musicians have been jazzing it up here for decades. The same clock is perched above the bar, and the same old favorites are still on the menu. But it's that sameness that allows Jack Fry's to change it up once in a while.
We're able to push the envelope when we can, and at the same time we're able to offer food that everybody really wants.
And who wouldn't want some of this? It's Shawn Ward's pan-seared sea bass with lobster sauce and a whole lot more.
This next dish we're going to do is going to be a seared and pan-roasted sea bass, and we are going to serve it with corn, green onions, and some toasted coconut with a somewhat of a spicy lobster lemongrass broth, and we're going to finish it with a roasted red pepper creme fraiche. It sounds harder than it really is.
Okay, Chef, if you say so.
We're going to start off by getting our sea bass going. So we're going to add a little kosher salt and pepper to our sea bass.
Now, this I know I can handle. Next, lightly flour the fish.
Now, add a little butter and oil to the medium-hot pan.
And we're going to place our sea bass in the pan. While that's working, we're going to start with our sauce. All right, our sauce has a lot of ingredients, but once we get them all in there, it's just a matter of simmering them.
For a chef who's not big on spicy, the first ingredient for this lobster sauce is jalapenos.
We're going to add a corn cob that we've taken the corn off, but reserve the cob because there's a lot of milk and a lot of flavor still in the cob. A little bit of lemongrass.
And some white peppercorns, a little bit of ginger, and some shallots.
Okay, we want to sear our fish, get it nice and golden brown, bring out the natural sugars that are in the fish. And we're going to place this in a preheated 400-degree oven. Okay, we've kind of got our ingredients kind of simmering, or we sauteed them a little bit. Now we want to add some whole corn, some fresh herbs.
The sauce is going to be strained, so there's no need to chop the herbs. Just throw them in the pot.
And here we've got a little bit of fresh basil, fresh cilantro, stems and all.
Next, Chef Ward adds a little bit of mirin, which is a sweet rice wine.
With the spice, I'm going to add just a little bit of red curry paste. Now this has a lot of bite to it. So again, I'm very mild on it. Adjust it to your taste. We're going to put this back on the stove. I have some lobster stock. It's made, obviously I made this yesterday. So we're going to add just a little bit of lobster stock. And we're going to let that simmer for about 45 minutes.
You can make lobster stock at home by simply using leftover lobster shells and scraps. Just toss them in a pot, add a little white wine and some spices, and let it simmer for about an hour and a half.
We're going to complement our lobster corn sauce actually with a corn salad.
To get the salad started, you'll need a heated pan. Now add a little olive oil.
All of our ingredients are already done, so we're just going to add them real quick and do a really quick saute, which is going to be corn, green onions, toasted coconut, some fresh cilantro, and the juice of 2 limes. We're going to add a little bit of salt, pepper, and just a smidge more olive oil just to coat the vegetables.
Now it's all ready to go on the plate. First the lobster sauce, which the chef pureed and strained.
Just strain it through a coffee filter or a strainer, whatever you have at home. We're going to place our corn salad in the center of the plate. Place our sea bass on top of our salad. And I have some, this is just a roasted red pepper creme fraiche.
It's art at its best. You don't even want to eat this. It's great.
It's amazing taste. Seared on the outside, which makes it just perfect. So it's great.
I have to agree, Kevin, this is fantastic. And now that we know the secrets, it looks pretty easy to make.
It isn't that difficult to make. I saw the man. I've been to the top of the mountain and looked over the other side, and I'm telling you, whether you're here in Stone Mountain, Georgia, it ain't that hard to make a good meal at home.
Now that you know the secrets.
Not know the secrets, right, exactly.
And there are more secrets coming our way. As a matter of fact, up next, I think it's probably Jack Fry's best kept secret of all time.
It's very, very, very rich.
That's coming up when we come right back to Jack Fry's, right here on Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Welcome back to Secrets of Louisville Chefs and to Jack Fry's. Hi there, I'm Kevin Harnan.
And I'm Cheryl Case. And you know, picking a favorite off the menu at Jack Fry's is no easy task.
Yeah, well, I'm certainly willing to give it a try. How about you?
Certainly. It's hard to pass up the lamb chops, Kevin, which is one of the most popular signature dishes on the menu. The secret to making it is time.
This demi I've got on the stove has actually been simmering for about 18 hours.
Yeah, that's right. They take their veal demi-glaze seriously here at Jack Fry's, starting to pot first thing in the morning. We
made this out of nothing but bones. Bones, water, vegetables, and spices. And this is something that, as a chef or someone who's made this sauce, you're very, very proud of it. And you do not want to change it or hurt it in any way.
The glaze will be the crowning touch to these.
I've already Frenched and cleaned a lamb rack. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a skillet on medium heat.
The chef seasons the lamb with salt and pepper, and then he sears it off in olive oil.
We're going to give it a nice golden sear. Put it back on the stove.
Once the lamb gets a nice sear, it goes into a preheated oven where it's cooked to medium rare.
And now, here's how to make the rosemary and Dijon butter that goes with the lamb.
We're going to add a little bit of parsley and a little bit of fresh rosemary. And we're going to finish it with just a little bit of Dijon mustard.
Give the butter mixture a good stir to incorporate all the ingredients.
We just got a little butter and some haricot vert. Now we're going to make our sauce.
The sauce starts with that slow simmering veal stock.
We're just going to heat it up.
Now add in that fresh rosemary butter.
We're going to add about a tablespoon. And just lighten it up just a little bit. Continuously stirring to where it's incorporated. If you do not stir, it will break. You'll have a mess on your hands.
Make sure the butter emulsifies. Basically, you don't want it to separate.
Yeah, a little salt and pepper. We want our butter to get a little bit golden brown. It smells like hazelnuts.
After 6 minutes in the oven, the lamb chops are coming out, a perfect medium rare.
Okay, we want to remove our lamb and let it rest for just a minute so that all the juices are released to our meat and it becomes nice and beautiful piece of meat instead of tough.
While the lamb rests, Chef Ward turns to another signature item at Jack Fry's.
This is our potato gratin with a little bit of goat cheese. All this is layers of potatoes with heavy cream and thyme. And then we top it with a little bit of fresh Capriola Farms goat cheese. Hopefully she'll stand. If she doesn't, then she doesn't. Put our haricot vert on the plate. There it goes. Now we're going to pour our sauce. There goes the potato.
Now, that's what I call a perfect lamb chop. As a matter of fact, that sauce, Cheryl, you can almost taste every hour it took to cook.
The good thing, Chef told me you can make the stock ahead of time and just store it in the fridge. But I have to say that my favorite is the gratin. It is so popular, it is offered as an entree on the dinner menu.
Well, Cheryl, you remember the stuffed dates. I'm sorry that I didn't save you any. They are fantastic and perhaps top the list for my experience here at Jack Fry's.
It was fabulous. He did a wonderful job. The goat cheese, the date, the bacon was fabulous. Everything worked well together.
Absolutely phenomenal. It was great presentation, great taste, great crowd. Very nice.
I have never had a stuffed date before, but it was amazing. Never something I would have thought to order, but since I had it, I'm very impressed. Very smoky flavor, and it was great.
That's going to wrap it up here at Jack Fry's. A big thanks to Chef Shawn Ward and to Stephanie Meeks for inviting us in and sharing some of their secrets. And thank you for watching. I'm Kevin Harnett for Cheryl Case. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.
Hello, I'm Shawn Ward at Jack Fry's Restaurant, and thank you very much for watching Secrets of Louisville Chefs.